Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Arsenal Ross. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Also, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to get some followers up there. As soon as I get to 10,000, I can start streaming these straight to there, which will make things a lot easier. So, moving on, got a big game at the weekend against Palace away. We know this is a game where Zaha turns up against us and finds a defender's leg to trip over and win himself a penalty. Good news is, I believe Luka Milivojevic, I hope I pronounced that right, is, I think, suspended or injured. The guy who banged in the penalties afterwards. I think he's suspended, so he shouldn't be playing. But I guess we'll wait and see. So today's video is a Crystal Palace and Arsenal combined X1. So, starting off, in goal, I'm going for Bernd Leno. I think Leno's been absolutely brilliant for us this season, other than that clown against Chelsea, obviously. I don't want to hang the guy out to dry. He's made one mistake, big deal. He saved us so many points already this season, no doubt. At right back, going to go for Hector Bellerin. I think if you guys have watched my previous videos, I'm not a huge fan of Bellerin. I think that his time at Arsenal could be coming to an end. At the end of the season, I don't think he's that great. Maybe Max Aarons, who we've been heavily linked with, might come in. But that'll wait and see. I know he's picking up a lot of interest, and recently also through Borussia Dortmund, they've started looking into buying him. Moving on to left back, going to go for Kieran Tierney. I hope I'm wrong, but I've got a feeling he's going to be another injury-prone player. It seems that way at 22 years old. Yeah, we bought him with a hernia injury, which is weird for a 22-year-old to have that type of injury anyway. And now he's out for 3 months with a shoulder injury. I know he's back in March. But I hope I'm wrong, because he looks like a really good and talented player when he plays. But that's my left back. I'm going to have Kieran Tierney. Central defence, a place we're weak at. So I'm going to go for Gary Cahill. I know a lot of Gooners turn their nose up at Gary Cahill in the summer when he became available on a free transfer. I said, oh no, we don't want Gary Cahill, he's past it. He's an old-fashioned English centre-back. But look at our centre defence at the moment. I know, yes, there's been obviously an increase in performance with Arteta, but would you have liked to have Gary Cahill right now? I would say yes, definitely. He's old school, he's a good old-fashioned centre-back, good in the air, can get tackles in, knows how to defend. And yes, he's coming to an end of the season. He's coming to the end of his career also. But I mean, look at the position we're in. We're now looking to try and loan Boateng, who's 31, on the decline, never even played in the Premier League, so might not even be up to speed. And we're looking to buy him or pay his wages. It's 200 grand or 197 grand a week, I think it is, to the end of the season. Well, we could have just got Gary Cahill, and we might not have been in this mess to start with. So Gary Cahill was my first centre-back, and my other centre-back, I'm going to go for David Luiz. Not really much to choose from with all these centre-backs, but recently I think he's been absolutely brilliant. The way he played against Chelsea and Manchester United, if he could keep that up and maybe bang in a few more of his great free kicks, that's exactly what we need to see. So David Luiz is going to be my next centre-back. Okay, midfield then, moving into there. In having a 4-4-2 formation, on the right wing, I'm going to go for Nicola Pepe. Yes, this guy is finally starting to turn up now, and he's starting to get more and more starts. Again, he's been really good recently. I want to see him run at defenders a lot more often. As soon as he starts to run at defenders start to shit themselves, start to get scared. He usually cuts inside. I think he's got to maybe work a bit more on his right foot, because otherwise, after a while, the defenders will work him out that he's always going to cut in on that left. But other than that, though, he's been absolutely brilliant. So Nicola Pepe starts on the right for me. Central midfield then, the guy I just talked about, Luka Milivojevic. I think that's how you pronounce it. The penalty king. He's going there. Again, not only that, I think he's a really good player. Helps marshal the Crystal Palace defence, which is exactly what we need. And obviously is a great penalty taker. Next to him, I'm going to have Lucas Torreira. Starting to play back in his rightful position now, and he's looked absolutely brilliant. Exactly what he probably does for Uruguay. Just marshals the defence, gets tackles in, passes the ball forward to start off our attacks. and he's been brilliant. It's been so good to see. We've had someone just sit there, protecting the defence, breaking up play, winning the ball, getting tackles in. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So he's going in my central midfielders also. On the left wing, we're going for Wilfried Zaha, a player that we were heavily linked with in the summer. I think that Crystal Palace are dreaming if they want 80 million for him. I mean, that's just never going to happen. I mean, did we offer 70? Was it? If I would have been Crystal Palace, I would have chopped that Arsenal's arm off at the elbow to get at it. I mean, they're not going to get a better offer than that. I mean, he's worth 40 at best. So in an inflated market, let's say 50. That's the absolute max someone's going to pay for him. I don't care how good he is, or how good some people think he is. Personally, I think he's a little bit overrated, but he is a good player. But he's not worth any more than 50 million. Having said that, though, he's an out-and-out left winger, which looks like a position that Arsenal are going to fill potentially in the summer. But he goes on to my left wing. Up front, another piece of team news for you for the game on Saturday. I believe Crystal Palace have just loaned Tosun off Everton. I was checking out their website earlier, and he's been put in there, so they've loaned him to the end of the season. I'm not sure if that's going to be in time to play us on Saturday, but we'll wait and see. But up front, we're going for Alexander Lacazette. He's not had his shooting boots on recently. I'm sure that will come soon. But other than that, he's been brilliant. I love the way he holds up play. You know, bearing in mind he's not like a big, tall striker like Giroud was, but he holds it up really well and he battles, which is exactly what we need at the moment. You know, there's been too many players who haven't battled and they've been found wanting. No doubt, though, he'll get his shooting boots back on and, the goals will flow again. Last player then, nobody else other than Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Absolutely amazing striker. Again, another player it's been so good to see him track back, help the defence out, help the full-backs out especially. But ultimately, he's been absolutely brilliant this season. Out-and-out striker. You give him the ball, he'll put the ball in the net. You know, he's one of those guys, you know, it's simple as that. Doesn't do much else, but great goal scorer. Let's just hope he gets a bit more serves now. Pepe's in the team and, you know, the team are playing a bit better with a bit more confidence. And again, hopefully the goals will flow even more for him. Just a quick one on this one, guys. What do you guys think about Lacazette and Aubameyang? There's been a lot of talk that we'll be selling one. What do you guys think? Obviously, they're two great players, but for me, it always feels like they're two players, but there's only really one position for them. And personally, I believe it leaves the team a little bit unbalanced. I think Aubameyang's the better goal scorer, which means he needs to play in the centre. But then obviously, where does that now leave Lacazette? Who knows? I know Lacazette's been linked. Well, Aubameyang was actually been linked more of a move away in this transfer window. But I mean, Aubameyang's come out and said he's staying at Arsenal. He hasn't signed a new contract yet. Arteta said there's not been a new deal discussed yet. But Lacazette's been really quiet, so maybe that's suggesting he'll be going. I mean, I don't know. We've been linked with Cavani a lot recently, and a couple of other players, a couple of other forwards. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So there you have it. There's my Palace v Arsenal, or Palace and Arsenal combined X1. Let me know who you put in the team. Leave it in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and also put a thumbs up on the video. Great talking to you guys. See you next time.